Hello, word wanderers. Welcome to my channel, where we explore fun and practical ways to master the English language, one step at a time. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to hit that subscribe button and tap the notification bell, so you never miss a lesson. Today we're continuing with part 2 of the Comma Rules series, picking up from rule number 10. If you haven't watched part 1 yet, make sure to check it out first. I'll link it in the description. That way, you'll have all the foundational rules before jumping into the next set. Let's get started. Rule number 10, using commas with senior and junior. Traditionally, when a person's name is followed by senior or junior, a comma comes before it. Like this. These days, though, that comma is optional. It's more of a style choice. But here's what you need to remember. If you do use a comma before senior or junior, you must also place a second comma after the full name, if it appears in the middle of a sentence. Let's look at some examples. Rule number 11, use commas to enclose degrees or professional titles when they appear with a name. Just like with senior or junior, if a degree or title, like MD or PhD, comes after someone's name, surround it with commas if the name is in the middle of a sentence. Here's an example. Rule number 12a, use commas to introduce or interrupt direct quotations in dialogue or text. For example, he said, "I don't care." Or when a quotation is interrupted, "Why, I asked, don't you care?" And with longer quotes from authors, Toni Morrison wrote, "If there's a book that you want to read, but it hasn't been written yet, then you must write it." However, this rule is optional with one-word quotations. He said stop. No comma needed. Also, when a quotation is introduced by words like that, whether, or if, a comma is usually not necessary. Was it James Baldwin who wrote that nothing can be changed until it is faced? Finally, commas are not needed before titles of articles, chapters, songs, or similar works. I recently read an article titled A Poor Woman's Journey. Rule number 12b, when a quotation comes before an attribution, like he said, she wrote, or Dana insisted, use a comma at the end of the quote. Even if it's just one word, that comma still belongs inside the quotation marks. Here are some examples. Rule number 12c, if a quotation functions as a subject or an object in a sentence, a comma is usually not needed. Here are some examples. Rule number 12d, when a quoted question ends mid-sentence, the question mark replaces the comma inside the quotation marks. Here's what that means. Rule number 13, use a comma to separate a statement from a question when they appear together in the same sentence. For example, I can go, can't I? Rule number 14, use a comma to separate contrasting parts of a sentence. For example, that is my money, not yours. Rule number 15a. Use a comma before and after certain introductory words or terms, such as namely, that is, i.e. including, and for instance, when they are followed by a series of items. Here's an example. And lastly, rule number 15b, when using etc. in the middle of a sentence, place a comma before it and enclose it with commas if the sentence continues afterward. Here's an example. And that officially wraps up our series on the rules of commas. We hope this video helped you understand how to use commas more effectively in your writing. Thanks for joining us throughout the series. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more helpful grammar tips and writing guides. Until next time, keep writing clearly and confidently.